Orca Show.
killer whale family, showing off their size, speed, power, and problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep the whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's family of killer whales has inspired generations to care about our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's flood. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We are going to see all that today and more. These and other behaviors contribute to an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you will see the whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors help strengthen their social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. It's just another reason why they are known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orca orca, and their common name is the killer whale. Here at SeaWorld Orlando, our 5 whales have their own personal names. Our 2 males are Trua and Micaiah. Joining us right here are our 3 females, Katina, Nalani, and Aaliyah. Micaiah was our youngest whale at just 11 years old, and his mother, Katina, is our oldest. This year, she celebrated her 46th birthday. Katina is also the matriarch of our whale pod, which means she is the leader. These whales trust us, and they take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we can teach the whales husbandry, which is just a fancy word for healthcare. And it's very, very important. But I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on down to the right now. Looks like we have a little bit of a whale playtime going on here. They're coming on over now, fantastic. Killer whales are very, very social animals. More so than any other animal I've ever worked with. And sometimes they just need a second to be social with each other, and that is totally okay. They're back on over there at the stage. We actually have a system of underwater tones. We have 10 different tones that coordinate to different behaviors that the whales know. So our trainers over there at the stage hit one of those tones, and that tone means to come back over onto the stage and get some fun things. And now they're doing what we call a pod swim. And this is what we call a team contingent behavior. Like I said, killer whales are very social, and a great way to reinforce those social bonds is by asking them to do behaviors together where they work as a team. This is very, very natural. Killer whales play as a team, they hunt as a team, they do many things as a team. So they're doing this pod swim around the pool now as a team. Very, very nice. It looks like we're going to do another tone. We're actually asking the whales to go out to the center of the pool now. It's another underwater tone, that signal that we gave the whales. Working on those behaviors together. They have arrived in the center of the pool, as you all can see. Very nicely done, ladies. And they got another bridge tone, which means come back on over to the stage. So this is a cool demonstration that not a lot of guests really get to see of just how intelligent and incredible these animals are. So a lot of times we'll use this tone system to work on those behaviors together, but we can also use it for what we call modifiers. So we'll send a whale on a behavior, and when they're going on that behavior, they're so smart that they can pick up that tone on the way. But we're going to talk a little bit about husbandry now. Our three ladies are going to join us at the slide out and demonstrate one of the first behaviors that we teach our whales, which is called a foot present. This is where the whales roll over to on what we call their ventral side and present their tail flukes to their trainers, just as Milani, Malia, and Katina are going to demonstrate right now. Not only does this behavior allow us to get a great look at the whale's entire body, but it also allows us access to the easy-to-see shallow veins that are located on the white undersides of their tails. Our team of veterinarians can collect blood from these veins at least once a month or whenever needed, and the whales are conditioned to remain calm, just as you see the ladies demonstrating right now. Throughout today's experience, you may see the whales getting rub downs on different parts of their bodies, like their back, their pectoral flippers, and even their tails. These animals have very, very sensitive skin, so this is just one of the ways that we can work to build a strong relationship with them. But collecting blood is only one way that we can ensure the health of our animals. Another important diagnostic tool is weighing our whales. And in order to weigh them, we ask them to slide their entire body out of the water onto a whale-sized scale that's located in one of our adjacent backpools. And it looks like Katina's going to demonstrate that behavior for us right here in the slide out. Very nicely done, Katina. You'll notice in this position, a portion of her body from her dorsal fin down to her tail flukes remains in the water. This part of the body is called the peduncle, and it is the powerhouse of the killer whale. It's packed with powerful muscles, and it weighs several hundred pounds. So with it in the water, we wouldn't get an accurate weight. So to fix that, we simply ask the whales to lift their tails up, just like this. Nicely done, Katina. And that's how we know that Katina here is tipping the scales at over 5,800 pounds. Weighing our whales is important. It helps ensure that our younger whales are growing appropriately and our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales and for us.
Hey everyone, I'm down here at the glass on the left side of the stadium, and we are going to talk a little bit about killer whale learning. Killer whales can learn a variety of ways, and observation is one of them. They can play fun games with their mother and other members of their pod to learn new things, and we're going to put that to the test with all of you today. Are we ready to have some fun? Woo! People are ready today. So we're going to start off with the left section here. I'm going to ask you all to stand on up. And when I let you know, you're going to put both hands up in the air and give Leah here a big wave. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 3. She's got it! Very nicely done, everyone. You all can take a seat. Now, killer whales are very curious animals. We often see them spy hopping or even leaping completely out of the water with a behavior that we call a sighting bow to get a better look around their surrounding environment. If you guys look out towards the stage, I believe Katina is going to show off the sighting bow of her own. Here she comes. Nicely done, Katina. We are moving on over to the right side of the stadium here, and we're going to demonstrate a behavior that we call a breach. So what we're going to do is take our left hand, and when I let you know, you're going to slap it on the side of your leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, now Lonnie saw you. Sound travels 4.5 times faster in the water than it does in the air. So when a killer whale comes crashing down onto the surface, that's just their way of saying that they have arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a big round of applause for helping us out today. Killer whales are amazing athletes. They can eat several hundred pounds of food in a single day. Depending on the time of year and where they live, their prey can vary. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to some populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals. It's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean. Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make. We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador of the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference.
The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect.
So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got